Shalom upon all the children of Israel and Judah forever. You've seen me here before at this waterfall, most beautiful waterfall, privately on private land, on private land in the world where I do indigenous tours too. Yes, in Ianalao, Heronora, St. Lucia. So I'm gonna step in the water. Watch me, watch me, watch me. Now, I know it's a little noisy. It is 4 something. Today is, by the way, Shabbat. So let me say Shabbat Shalom. Woo! Let me say Shabbat Shalom to everyone. Blessings, and let me do this quick before I think my timer run out. I have so many videos I have to edit and delete. So let's do this really quick. This is about 20 something feet tall. So I'm taking my time. Woo, and it's cold and it's rocky. So I'm gonna sit down. Woo. Yes, I am sitting down. Let me say that today is, oh my gosh, it's a hole right there. Big hole. So that means it's deep. It's half moon. Today is half moon. That means it's the first Shabbat of the month, where the word month comes from. Moon, new moon. So when new moon comes, that's a holy day. Half moon is the first 7th day Shabbat. Full moon is always the second Shabbat day of the month. And then third quarter, the waning moon, and then back to the next 7 days, which is the final Shabbat, and then the next new moon for the next new month, next month. So we are in the so-called September of the Gregorian Antichrist calendar. And I'm following the Hebrew calendar. We're in one of my favorite places to be in the world. Whew. I love it. Let me go deeper. Because it's a little deeper right here. Yes, semi blob. Ow! Yeah. Look at that. Hallelujah waters. Healing waters. Healing waters with crayfish in the bottom tickling my feet. And I love it. Woo. Yes, sir. So, now, Exodus chapter 12 is your reference. Exodus chapter 12. This month shall be the beginning of months unto you, the children of Israel, which is Passover, Abib. Abib is the first month of the Hebrew calendar. And that is coordinating sometimes with the spring equinox, the first day of spring. That's generally around the time you may have a new moon around the same time. Sometimes you do, sometimes not. But you have to look for the new moon. The commandment in Deuteronomy is to look for the first glimmer of the new moon. That's when you know the month begins and the holy day or days of new moon is over, when you see the first glimmer or the crescent moon, and then you count. That's the first day. That's the first day, and then you count. Your month begins. Then the year begins actually with a new moon. Same thing. That's Exodus 12. Yes, that's the first month of the year, which is Abib, or the month Nisan in the Hebrew calendar. That's the Hebrew calendar of creation. The Most High created the world, and then begins the month, begins the week. So the new moon begins the year, the month, and the week. So every month begins with the new moon. Please follow that. That is the only way you can obey the 4th commandment of the 10 commandments. Remember the Shabbat day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Shabbat, which is first quarter, full moon, third quarter, and then the final 7 days. These crayfish are just tickling me. They're nibbling on me. So again, the Shabbat days are easy to identify if you look up in the sky. The Shabbat day is easy to identify if you look up in the sky at the moon and observe when it's the new moon. That's worship day. New moon is worship day. The following 8 days, I should say 8 days, after the first glimmer of the new moon is Shabbat, which is half moon or first quarter, and then full moon is always Shabbat, and then the third quarter, and then the next 7 days after that is the final Shabbat until the next new moon, which is another holy day. Hallelujah. Are we getting this right? So those are days you should be in church. That's the days that the priests who are offering up the lambs, morning and evening sacrifices on Shabbat day. They did twice as much work on Shabbat than on the regular days of the week. Now, in Israel, we have lost our community. We have lost our lifestyle and culture. We've been deceived by Christianity. We've been deceived by many false religions. The Muslims used to keep the real months long ago, but they have mostly adopted the Gregorian Antichrist calendar, unfortunately. Some Muslim communities still observe the new moon calendar. And it's safe to know that from them, but most of the time, no. They are very small groups of people. You can follow my channel and I will definitely guide you to the truth because I have nothing to lose. I've lost it all already. So I have nothing to lose and nothing to fear. I can preach the truth regardless of who follows and obeys it or not. Hallelujah. So let me sit down on a bigger rock, higher out of the water. The crayfish is still nibbling on me. They love my flesh. And take a look at this for a minute. This is about 20-something feet high. The climb from surface level here, going all the way up, is about 20-something feet. And this is the same spring water that I showed you in my previous video. This is the same spring water. The one where I told you the stories about the government trying to set up a water reserve and steal the water to sell it to the poor people in my community, and the Most High changed the direction of the water to flow another way, and that happened twice, and then the government people left, they packed up and left, and then the water came back to the same spot that it was flowing for 4,000 years, and it comes right here and joins in with the second waterfall, which is over there. So behind me is the second waterfall. It's the same water. It just flows down into right over here, where you see that clear spot, and then joins with the Salty Bus River. So this Lamaz and Salty Bus joins together at the river. So yeah, I'm having a hard time balancing myself on these rocks. So that's the second waterfall, the one that you've seen in my previous videos. It's deep, it's dangerous. I don't recommend coming over this way. You have to usually climb up around here and go around and come back down here to enjoy that pool and second waterfall. So this waterfall is from the spring water and it splits into two and joins with the river. And all of it is drinking water. You can drink all of it. Watch me, watch me, watch me. If you, oh my gosh, it is so rocky. I'm having a hard time. The rocks sometimes fall under my feet. My ancestors have been drinking this water for thousands of years. No one gets sick, no one dies, no one gets in trouble. It's the best, healthiest, cleanest water in the world. Shabbat Shalom Aleichem. We're going into 10 minutes now in the next 30 seconds, and I'm gonna cut this video short and say I love you, I love you, I love you with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my being. I love you. I pray for you that you would experience healing from these waters, from my spirit to your spirit on my channel. Please subscribe, like, share, comment on my videos, and let the love spread. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.